It's Week 8 of the National Football League.
Up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 54, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And now,
lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
and he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of great decisions out there.
And got him to win. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 3rd and 5. Now Mahomes. Pretty move. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. And again, it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
This is such a good unit.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Here's 2nd and 3. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the... There he goes left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Here's a 2nd and 7. A short throw here to Latu. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now back to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Running left to give to Pacheco. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On first down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
This now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Here's a give up the middle. Some strong running at the 20. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he stopped immediately there. Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. He'll drop to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. That is caught. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2nd and 5.
Mahomes going to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Rice. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Mahomes now on 1st down.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Under pressure, they got him again.
Nick Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
They'll set up to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
A short throw here to Latu.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And they are into field goal range now as he's got the 1st down at the 26.
Back to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a capper there to a pretty good 1st half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we have
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the 1st half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going So they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And this is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Down to about the 32. Here's 2nd and 7.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 25.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5.
They'll set up a throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now it's Mahomes again. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. That last pass might be one he remembers, Charles. He's now over 40,000 career passing yards.
And just think of the evolution of the passing game in the NFL. 40,000 at one time was unthinkable. No one thought anyone would ever get there. Now, how many guys have done it in the NFL?
Yeah, right around 20.
So we're talking a good number that have gotten that done, throwing the ball downfield. He's got a lot to be proud of and a lot more left to accomplish.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw complete there to Thomas.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And again, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. They go play fake. Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Open man right side is Rice. And he's brought down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now here's Mahomes. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Mahomes to throw once more. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few 1st downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd and 3. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Now back to throw.
A short throw here to Latu.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Back to throw here. His throw incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
Mahomes going to throw.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 8 yards there and a 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now 2nd and 9.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, a 7-point margin. It's 20-13 now. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. Here in the fourth quarter, defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
They're going to look to throw.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Boy, just a gigantic play here. Both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelce. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Here's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Mahomes.
Catch made, it's Moreau. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Down right around the 25.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. On 2nd down, here's the option.
Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, That's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 23-20, a minute 12 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes...
This is caught inside the 15.
What a time to come up with a play like that. They're now in field goal range, but the opportunity is also there to try and win the game outright.
And he's got it.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people will go.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie. Oh, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. First throw of overtime for Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this. All the way through. Who's going to win it? Well, we're getting overtime. Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So for the Chiefs, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.